Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. I'm out here in this little small lake, back again. Just gonna pitch around and see what we can catch. It's sprinkling a little bit, so hopefully the camera doesn't get too messed up here. This may be a lipless crankbait day. I got the MEPS on right now with a little Lake Fork Magic Shad. You can kind of see it right there. Looks good. Not much wind, but kind of like a hazy mist coming down. We got one. I think we got hit right there, guys. Yep. We sure did. Feels like a nice bass. So this is my little modified MEPS with a single hook in it. Oh, it's a big crappie. Check that out, boy. This one's a big heavy, that's for sure. Ooh. Yep, that's a big fatty. That's probably like, what, a 13? Gorgeous fish. There you go, buddy. Under the dock he goes. So check this out. This is that little modified Lake Fork Magic Shad. I put some eyes on it. It's a little MEPS, size 1 long. And then I got like a little 1/0 hook in there. Maybe that, yeah, I think that's a 1/0 hook or size 1. Oops. Come on now. Let me take a look at this hook. Yeah, it's a little 1/0. But I love rigging them up like this. So I don't crank it too fast, just nice and slow. Let it do the work, and then I'll kill it, let it go. Looks pretty good right there. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate all the support. The channel's growing, and it's thanks to guys like you. I usually post fishing videos, but sometimes I'll do other kinds of videos. And most of them are video diaries, I guess you could say. So when I go back and watch them and see what I did to catch what and where. Boy, that wind right there is super stiff. Yeah, that looks good. Check that out. Man, it's a cool little bait right there. Little modified MEPS. Agley along with a Lake Fork Magic Shad. Alright guys, this is a new bait for me, this Rapala Rippin wrap. And it's like a 2-inch or 2 1/4, maybe 2.5 inch size. So we're gonna bomb this guy around. He's got like a real nice vibration. And that gold color for this cloudy day. Oh yeah, I can feel it vibrating right there. And so I yo-yo it. Sometimes I'll do a straight retrieve real slow. Man, this bait is cool. Oh my gosh, it's got such a great fall. A little bluegill followed it up. So we got crappie splashing way out there and off to the sides here. I gotta watch out for the big snag that's down there. See here on this rail, somebody went scuba diving or dredging down here because they pulled all kinds of stuff up. There's a swirl right there. Definitely a cool little bait right there. So I'm throwing this on the Victory 12 and 12 because I can catch bass and crappie. And you've seen in the other videos I've done that. I just like the feel of it. There's another swirl right there, went right through there. Holy cow. That was like a super wake. Alright guys, we're hooked up on this Rapala. Rippin wrap. What is this? What's a nice ooh, and I barely have him. Barely have him hooked. Ooh. Whew, that's a nice crappie right there. That's a big old fatty. That's probably like a 15-incher. Barely hooked. Easy. Yeah, it's a big pancake right there. $14 and a half. There we go. 14 and a half with this fatso. All right, there you go. Under the dock he goes. Yeah, look at all that stuff. Somebody must have been scuba diving down there. All right, guys, there we go. That's the bait, that little gold and chrome Rippin wrap. I kept seeing these little wakes cutting through here. So I knew the fish were around. I just had to catch them. All right, so there we go. We got a couple of them so far. Let's see if we can get some more. It is a cold day today. There we go. Oh, I had a hit and he didn't stick with it. He must have just come up and nosed it. I just felt a little tick. Could be big bluegill too. Man, that thing casts like a dream. Yeah, I've never used these before. I used all kinds of different lipless. I prefer the Strike King Red Eye Shad, those little ones, the minis, but I like these. These are really nice. XPS put out some a couple years ago, but I can't find them anymore. They may have some new ones that they've put out, but not quite like the other ones. Look at the flash on that thing. Even when it's cloudy, that looks good. Alright guys, we're hooked up on a Great Lakes Finesse sneaky underspin with some hair that I added to it and a hot shot minnow for a trailer. Boy, he's digging, he's digging. Oh, it's a nice bass. Let's go, boys, let's go. Yeah, it's a nice bass right there. Check that out. Well, he just clocked it. Got him. Ugh. There we go, right there. Check that out. And he gone. Ooh, I'll show you what I was using. Real subtle. Got a little bit of red flake in there. A red flash, pinkish flash with that hair. And then there's the spin and that hot shot minnow. Oops. There you go. So it kind of pulsates in the water. I'll let you take a look at it. Look at that, looks good. So I just get the Great Lakes Finesse sneaky underspin, and then I tied the hair. And then I put the hot shot minnow. The hot shot minnow is from X Zone. But it's, you know, it works really well. Casts a country mile. The boys at Great Lakes Finesse did a great job with making this. And the rest of it is just a slow crank, not too fast. And then I just kill it, keep it going. Because on a cold day today, you know, you gotta kind of be subtle, but yet pay attention what's going on. Yeah, look at that, looks just perfect. You could probably even dead stick this. Let me test that out. Yeah. Yeah, you could dead stick it. Oh my gosh, guys, I had one and I lost him. I felt just a thunk. And then he was gone. Crying out loud. He's out in that same area over there. Let me see what's going on here. The hair's still there. Ooh. The minnow took a shot. You see it's kind of torn right there? So we may have to do some repairs. Or replace it when I get home. I like those hot shot minnows. If you never used them before, man, they work for drop shotting. They work for finesse fishing and for stuff like this. Well, I guess technically this is finesse fishing, but you know, on its own little jig head. Man, I had that fish just clobber this and I missed him. Thought I had a good hook set too. Usually with these, I just reel into them. You don't have to do like super aggressive hook set. Something just busted the surface over there. They were doing that all in here, and they hadn't, where I'm fishing here, and hadn't seen one in a while. Alright guys, check this out. This is a little Rapala Rippin wrap. Sinks. Look at that, it's got some good action. So we're going to zip this around. This is chrome black. Oh my gosh. Cast a country mile. It's got a nice vibration. I think this one's 2.5 inches long. They have a 2-inch and then maybe just shy of 3 inches, so I'm using this little 2.5 incher. I'm trying to compare it to the Strike King red-eyed shad in that kind of smaller size. It's got a nice vibration to it. So I'm just trying to straight retrieve now with a little bit of yo-yoing. Oh yeah. Alright. Ooh, I see a couple blow-ups out there. Let's see if we can get something to bite. Not bad, not bad. All right, boys, we're hooked up on this Rapala Rippin wrap. Just right over here off this little point here. I moved to this area, and here he is. Yeah, he's a nice fish right there. Let's get him unhooked. Gotta watch out for these sketchy rocks. And then we'll let him go. Boy, he's been feeding on the bottom big time. All right, there we go. Not a bad fish right there. Into the water he goes. Yeah, just off the point here, I could see where like a rock comes out and dies off, and just right out there. Boy, he hammered that. Okay, so this is what I'm using. It's this Rapala Rippin wrap. 2.5 inches, I think. They have different sizes of it. I'd use the other one, that kind of a more of a rattle trap style, long and slender. So these are new to me, so I said, I'm going to try them out. They kind of remind me a little bit of the red-eyed shad. It's got great vibration, good flash. They're kind of expensive though, but I think they're worth it so far. I had never tried them before, but I can't get anything to bite today, and this one got something to bite. Using my usual setup, this one's a Victory St. Croix, 12 and 12. There's some big crappie in here too that'll just hammer this. So just yo-yo it and crank it kind of slow. Alright guys, it's going to wrap it up for me for today. Thanks for hanging out with me, and until next time, I will see you then. Bye-bye. Now get out there and get your lures wet.